Oh, sorry, I thought I was in court. Yeah, it's been a tough week for Donald Trump, folks. He's been sleeping and farting and...
Been some concern about nutrition. We've had complaints about the soda machines. And I have spoken with the school board. Is there something you'd like to say, Mr. Griffin?
No.
Sleeping and complaining and bitching and sleeping and farting. It's pretty much what he's done every day, all day in court. He can't send out all of his rage, so it seems like it builds up inside of him and comes out his rear. It's pretty funny also that a guy that had spent so much time mocking Joe Biden.
Oh, Sleepy Joe.
And calling this person Sleepy Joe literally cannot keep his eyes open in court. He just consistently has been passing out.
Trump appears to be sleeping. His head keeps dropping down and his mouth goes slack. Followed by, Trump is apparently jolted back awake, noticing the notes his lawyer passed him several minutes ago. If Biden is Sleepy Joe, I guess that makes you Dozo the Clown, huh?
And every now and again he wakes up to claim he has presidential immunity to pretty much nuke anybody he feels like or take people out, and then he falls back asleep. And the great thing is, everyone's been taking their cue, I swear to God, and just mocking the living shit out of him this entire week, 2 weeks. It's been glorious. In fact, even Joe Biden got in on the act, mocking the motherfucker for selling Bibles. I kid you not. It is fantastic. Watch this right here as Biden just rips him.
I don't know why we're surprised by Trump. How many times does he have to prove we can't be trusted? Trump bragged how proud he was to get rid of Roe v. Wade over. He took credit for it. He said there has to be punishment for women exercising their reproductive freedom. His words, not mine. He described the Dobbs decision as a miracle. Maybe it's coming from that Bible he's trying to sell. Whoa. I almost wanted to buy one just to see what the hell's in it.
Excellent. Now, to give the Biden people credit, they have been doing a fantastic job. We talk up the younger folks in the party all the time who have been carrying that mantle. Dan Goldman, you know, and Jasmine Crockett, and Stacey Plaskett, and Gretchen Whitmer, and Gavin Newsom, and many others who've just been terrific at fighting back, at controlling the narrative, at mocking Republicans and showing how ludicrous they are. Recently did a video on Jared Moskowitz's dripping sarcasm for James Comer.
You know, Chairman Comer, psychology teaches us that, you know, someone might be, like him, using denial as a defense mechanism, where you avoid thinking about the problem. And so, in addition to these signs that Chairman Comer has been displaying, as we saw in the beginning, you know, he also might be feeling hopeless or helpless. I just want the chairman to know that we're pulling for him.
And then Jamie Raskin ripping the crap out of him. And now guess what? It seems like Comer's going to cancel and finally end their baseless impeachment trial that started with Russian disinformation and then Chinese disinformation. They didn't get Iranian disinformation as far as I know, but as Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, right?
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
But the mockery has gone well beyond the president. In fact, I have to believe that this clip here, this is not even a political person, Bob Costas, sports announcer, it sounds to me as he rips Trump as being wholly unfit for being president, he may be referring to the farting. See what you think, but it sounds a little bit like he's getting some phrases in there.
He is by far the most disgraceful figure in modern presidential history. He's only become more disgraceful since 2016 and since 2020. He is a bubbling cauldron of loathsome traits, and it's only those who are actually suffering from Trump derangement syndrome. You have to be in the throes of some sort of toxic delusion, in a toxic cult, to believe that Donald Trump has ever been, in any sense, emotionally, psychologically, intellectually, or ethically fit to be president of the United States.
So, toxic and a bubbling cauldron. If that doesn't describe Donald Trump's methane problem, I'm not sure what does. In fact, when that dude lit himself up outside of the court. I think we were all a little worried with all the methane floating around inside because of Stinky Don. The place might combust. But in any case, Costas, well, he said we all think. I just picture Trump sitting there letting out gas and snoring and passing out and maybe eating a couple chicken wings and whatever else, and waking up to scream he has immunity. I don't even think he really should have immunity from those farts he's letting out.
You want your colon clean? Fine, I'm gonna clean mine. Yeah, nah, my colon is clean.
I believe that should be added to the list of charges from what I hear that place smells. But that's where we are. Even a number of comedians have gotten in on the act. Donald Trump is a joke. And again, kudos to Joe Biden for not just saying, let the guy, you know, the old Democratic thing, oh, well, let him, don't get in his way when he's hurting himself. Let him hang himself, blah, 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 metaphorically, of course. No, you know, that's when you step in and you crush him. When he's hurting himself, you hurt him more.
He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue.
And the Biden people, with their rapid response, their mockery, have been fantastic. So kudos to them, and kudos to everybody else who just is turning Donald Trump into the joke he's always been.